Hello, everybody. Welcome back to iMoot. I'm Stefan from the iMoot team. I've got the huge pleasure to introduce Pablo Guerrero to you. One of the reasons I'm very, very jealous of him is because he's got the pleasure of living in Barcelona, which is one of my favorite cities in the world. And he works for Virus, where he has been a key account manager for some time now. He's their math e-learning expert. And he's going to talk to us all about Virus and the Moodle integration. This will be particularly interesting for me because I'm a languages guy, not a math guy, so I'm going to learn a lot. So I'm going to hand over to you, Pablo, and I'm looking forward to your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephen. Stefan, yeah. Well, hello, everybody. As Stefan said, we are into math. Particularly math plugins for Moodle, and it helps teach and learn mathematics with the implementations we have created over the years. I'm going to start with an overview about who we are as what we do, and I will jump out to the demos for you to see the plugins and what you can do with them. So okay, let's begin. First, as Stefan said, we are based in Barcelona. We are a company of about 25 people, and we create plugins and integrations for Moodle and for other LMS platforms and products. Yes, we start as a project in a university almost 20 years ago, like 18 years ago, as a project to develop an online calculator. And it turns out over the years that this calculator succeed in Spain, but we wanted to take it further, and one teacher told us once that they didn't have like these tools available in their LMSs. It's when the LMSs were taking control over the environments, the educational environments, not taking control, but being part of educational environments. So we created some tools to be integrated into that platforms. This chart, I will share that chart later. First, we created apart from the calculator, we created a text editor and a math formula editor, because in that time to write math formulas was like here I'm pointing LaTeX, the LaTeX format that, as you can see, for writing this formula you have to type all this line, and it's like like learning to do that. Many people learn to do that, but nowadays it's complicated for a student or for a teacher to learn that, and also have to to deal with the class and all this stuff. It's like learning another stuff and not what you're supposed to learn. And this is MathML code, that it's another standard from the guys of W3 that, as you can see, this is much more complicated. So you had to learn these two codes or standards in order to render math formulas in your web platforms or in your web pages or in your LMSs. But now with the editor, you're able to do that in a more easy way, in a more accurate way, in a more friendly way, and you don't have to go outside Moodle, for example. You just have the plugin right there, and you can start working right ahead. Okay, I'm gonna follow. Well, as I said, we had created the Virus editor, and we have integrations with Moodle and with other LMSs too. This is a view of the toolbar of the editor, and I'm gonna jump to the demo to show you quickly how to use it, how it works. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Okay, wait some moments, please. It's starting. Okay. Start. I'm gonna come. Have a little bit of delay in here with the screen sharing. I'm gonna start. I don't know. Oh, full screen. Oh, excuse me for the delay, but I want to share the screen, but nothing happened apparently. Okay, maybe I'm going to try. I don't know if Stefan, can you help me with this? I don't know why I can share my screen. Are you there?
I'm there. Can you describe what the problem seems to be?
Yeah, I just click on the share screen button and I put region and I click on start and nothing else seems to happen.
Okay. Can you retry just to see whether it's a problem with the region if you actually share the full screen?
Okay.
Just to see whether that makes a difference.
Yeah. Okay. Full screen, start, and seems nothing appears. Can I just maybe in Firefox it works, but I don't know if I go to Firefox I will interrupt the session.
Now you'll be able to come back in. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
So you can leave and come back in with the Firefox browser. Which browser are you using at the moment?
At the moment, I'm using Chrome.
Okay, that should not be a problem, but I read in the forums that it definitely worked for somebody using Firefox, so it's worth giving it a try.
Okay.
So I'll see you in a bit.
What?
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me for the delay. Okay, I'm gonna join the presentation here.
You have Java installed, haven't you? You need Java on Windows.
Yeah. I have Java. Yeah, the latest version. The plugins we make also use Java. So.
Okay, that's okay then.
But well, I enter again. Okay, here I am again. Now you can hear me, right?
We can hear you fine, yes.
Okay, I will try to share the screen now. Okay, start. Now something happened. The GNL5 is downloading. It's working okay. Now, excuse me for a few moments. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully you see me now.
Yes, that's working.
Okay, I'm gonna jump to the to the math editor. Okay. Oh, I'm going to note this. Oh, okay. What you're seeing now, I'm going to change the language. What you're seeing now, it's the math formula editor. Okay, I hope it charges my internet. Okay, now you're watching the math formula editor. As you can see, this toolbar has many icons and tabs neatly organized to edit maths. Subjects cover from K-12 to higher ed. So as you can see, you have operators, signs, algebra, exponents, basic signs, Greek operators. You have calculus, like derivatives, integrals. So it's very easy to move. It's very intuitive. You can start right ahead to use it. It has so many signs that we have added over the time, and it also has a handwriting feature. My screen is touch, so I can make some. Well, I write some formulas and it will recognize it. Okay, for example that, and I can toggle back and I will have the same expression, and it will insert the formula as an image on your content. We will jump to how it could be seen in a Moodle environment. I will go there right now. Moodle. Okay, here we have the editor in a normal Moodle environment. We jump in there. We go to edit a page, a normal page in as you will do in Moodle. Here we are. You have your HTML editor by default, and when you add the plugin, an icon of virus will appear in that editor, and if I click in this, it launches the editor. So it will hopefully. My internet is a little bit slow in here, but hopefully it will charge in a minute. Yeah. Now you have the same toolbar that you saw, and well, we can start. We can write a formula and play a little bit with it. So, okay. And it will insert in the content. This is an image that it will be saved in your Moodle instances. So once you create the formula, you can reuse it. You don't have to call the service every time. It will be saved in your platform, in your files, servers, and well, you can reuse it. Double click and I can go back and edit the formula again. Okay, and here I don't want to. For example, that's the editor. We have some interfaces too. For example, the chemistry interface oriented. That if I click in here, I will have now the chemistry editor. And as it turns out, it is for inorganic chemistry, and it allows you to put like well, the chemistry symbols. You have the periodic table where you can find the symbol you're looking for, and you know the reaction, the arrows for the reactions, and well, it's for chemistry teachers and students, so it's very straightforward for them. And you have also the handwriting tool that you can use to produce content as well. Okay, it will be also, well, put it in your content. You can put it everywhere. You can, well, I will erase it. So, well, this is just a demo and how it looks in Moodle. You can play around. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the other plugin. As we have seen, I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. This is the editor, the edition part of it. This is one plugin for Moodle, but we have another plugin that it's named Wireless Quizzes, that are a variety of new question types in Moodle that adds mathematical features to the questions. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that features that it adds. Okay, I'm going to share my screen right now again. Just wanted to have a little brief overview. Sorry for. Wait a minute. I'm just adjusting this. Okay, I will start. Okay, right now I'm sharing the screen again. Okay, I'm going to jump to Wireless Quizzes. Wireless Quizzes, and I'm going to jump to the demo. Here I have the generic demo that it allows me to show you more easily what these features are about. Okay, for example, the first feature that you would have, the first advantage that you would have with Wireless is that we have a mathematical model that can assess the formulas. We work with symbolic expressions. So if you create a question and one student writes the answer, and whether it's if the answer is x plus 2 or 2 plus x, the model recognizes that this is mathematically equal. So whether it's this option or this option, the model will know and will automatically grade the answer. I will show you, for example, this is the teacher viewing, and this is the student delivery view. So in this part, we have x plus 2, and in this part we have top plus x. But if I put something like this and I test it, it would still be correct, because mathematically is equal, and this works for all kind of mathematical expressions. This is a simple one. This is an example only. So I will jump to the second feature, or the level 2 that we call. This allows the teachers to set parameters to that questions. Okay. So for example, the answer of a question about fractions is 1/2. Sorry, and the student might answer 2/4. But although this is correct, that's not what the teacher wanted. The teacher wanted the simplest form of the expression, which would be 1/2. And as a teacher, you can set this and set that this is simplified, or that you want it simplified or not. And the mathematical model is capable to recognize that too. You can do it also with expressions like multiplication of polynomials, and simplification also. Right here, I will have, well, I will show you with fractions. This is the fraction that you want to simplify, and if I put, this is the handwriting tool I'm trying here. If I put this, well, if I test it, it will be also wrong. But if I go to the teacher authoring part, I will launch the addition part. This is the studio that you have. In validation, if I am a teacher, I will go to the field of additional properties, and I can just click on this, for example. And now I'm saying that if it is not simplified, it could be also correct. So, okay. I go to the student view to test. And if I put the same, 3 above 6, now it is correct. The intention was not that, because the intention was to simplify the fraction. But it's just to show you that you can set that restrictions to the questions. So, and the last thing I want to, oops, sorry, the last feature I want to show you that something we call level 3 is well, sorry, I just want you to see the whole screen. Is the random parameters that you can add into the questions. So, for example, I will have a try. This is the sentence. This is the statement that you have. Factor the polynomial, and this right here, the polynomial that we are talking about, is a variable. What I mean with this can change every time the students open the answers. So if, as you can see in here, we have the variable, and if I click on refresh, I will see a different one. This happens in Moodle. If the students are in a computer laboratory and they open the exam, if you have a virus quizzes question type in Moodle, and you design some question like the one we are watching right now, the students will have, everyone will have a different question. Well, the same question, but with different variables, with a different reactive, or with a different expression. I will click again. Okay, and well, we can go and try to solve this. Hopefully, or maybe I will go wrong, but sorry, it's just my touchscreen doesn't work, but in a touchable device, this will look nicer. Okay, that's my expression. It's a multiplication. I will test it. Maybe it's incorrect. It is incorrect, but well, it can. The teacher set the parameters before, and the answer is simplified, and the answer is factorized, like the teacher wanted. So, well, this is just how you can make the questions. We will jump and see how this works in a Moodle environment. Right now, in our Moodle test environment, here we have the question bank. I will jump right there. We have some sample questions that I will show you right now, but I want to show you first how it will look to create a question, for example. I'm just watching if you guys are making a question or not. Okay. You can make questions. You can type it on the chat, and I will go back at the end and answer whichever question you have. Okay. But well, I will continue and I will click on create a question. Here you have the normal Moodle questions that you have. And if you have installed the Virus Quizzes plugin, you can go down and you will see that there are more questions. These are the Virus Quizzes question type that are some of the Moodle are the Moodle's questions, but with mathematical features. And well, you can add the close type, essay, matching, short answer, true, false, multiple choice. The ones that we believe can take advantage of mathematical features. Okay, I will click cancel because right now I'm not going to show you how to make one, but well, I will show you how to make one, but not actually do it. I will take the ones that are in here for the example. For example, the random variables here it's a short answer type. I will click on the preview button. This will show me this screen. Calculate the addition of these two fractions. Here I have my field where I can answer, whether it's with the toolbar or it is with the handwriting recognition. I can try it. I'm going to close it and I'm going to open it again. If you have good memory, you might remember how it is. What were the fractions we saw. So I'm going to click again. And yes, two different fractions appear. These are one of the features I told you a few minutes ago. This is a variable and this is a variable that will change every time the students open the answer. And well, okay, I will close this again and I will show you how this works. I will show you the addition part. Okay, here we have the addition, how you can edit the question, the title, the normal stuff in Moodle. This is completely integrated into Moodle, so you have it's one of the great things about Moodle environment, that you can easily integrate your tools and have all the possibilities that makes this a great platform. And here you have the statement: calculate the addition of this variable and this variable. This is the way we mark that this is a variable. This is the number sign p. That's how the system knows, how Virus Editor knows that this is a variable. Okay, two variables and the full mark one. If you want a general feedback, well, as you would do in Moodle. And here, this is the important part. In the answers, you will have the icon of Virus Quizzes Studio, of the Virus Quizzes engine. If I click in here, well, as you can see, the answer is a variable name solution. If I click in here, I see how I put that. Okay, correct answer is the variable. This is how we mark that this is a variable solution. In validation, I can set the parameters that I want that solution to have. This is a quantity, as it only deals with numbers and measured units, or fractions, as we can see here. This has to be mathematically equal. Could be literally equal to the correct answer as well. Equivalent equations. You can set a number of parameters here that you will consider the question should have. And additional properties. Well, it is simplified. Yeah, we want students to have the fractions simplified. sorry, I'm going to put this here for you to see it more clearly. And this is the most important part. In variables, I will, well, this is where the magic happens. You design the variables and how they behave. So here you have the algorithm. As you can see in here, you have a variable p that is equal to a fraction that has the random denominator between 2 and 10, a random numerator between -10 and 10, element of reals. Q, it's equal to two random numbers as well, numerator and denominator between these two limits. And Q has, the denominator of Q has to be different than the denominator of P. Solution is P plus Q. This is a very simple one, but it's just as an example. This, of course, works with more complex expressions like integrals or derivatives or any expression you well, maybe not any, but the great majority of mathematical expressions that you have in the educational courses. Okay, this I have the same, the same algorithm that I can design, and I can prove my algorithm in here. I just click the equal sign and I get different results, P, Q, and this solution that is this formula right here. Okay, this is just to exemplify, but as I said, this work with symbols, with calculus, with matrices, with vectors, with combinatory, with geometry. You can make graphs in here, make random functions, and then graph that functions. And well, this is a very powerful tool, but for purposes of explanation, I take the easiest algorithm, that is, I think, is the sum of fractions. So okay, this is the algorithm. If I click here, I see that all changes are saved. So I click the X, and I go out. Well, right now I can well, I will show you. I click OK, and the algorithm is done. I have my variable solution, which is the answer, the right answer. I graded with 100%. Here I have my solution 2 graded with 80%. Why 80%? Because I put in the validation field, I didn't click any of the, well, I didn't click that I want to simplify it. So the fraction could be not simplified and will still be correct but with 80% of the note. So okay, and we are ready to go. Now save the changes, and the answer is the same as I show you, is this one, and it always has different results. It always has different results. If I would want to solve this, I will try it. No, I don't know if I will do it. Okay, I will see 9. Well, this is theory, and minus, oh no, 10 times is sorry. This is the way we erase 3 times. I think it's theory. Well, sorry, I don't have a clue, but maybe this expression, yeah, maybe it could recognize this expression. No, for sure it could. We'll submit. No, I was wrong, terribly wrong, but you can recognize this expression. Okay, So I will go out of this. But you have things like, for example, a random variable that is a polynomial. Select what is the degree of the polynomial. Well, 5, and submit and finish. Okay, it's correct. You have graphs, a polynomial with root -1 and 4, and well, this is creating random graphs with a right answer and with 2 wrong answers. And Virus Quizzes by default mixes the answer, so you don't have to worry about where to put the multiple choice answer. So, well, in this case, it's A, just for you to. I think it's A. Yeah, it's A. Okay, just to show you how powerful this could be. It also works with measure units, like if you work with physics, we work with unit rectangle, calculate the area in square meter. Well, this is a multiplication, and well, I would not do it right now, but you get the idea. If I put 46,000, I think. Yeah, 46,000 square meters. Hopefully, it will recognize that. No, something went wrong. Okay. Not express it in square meters. Well, it can recognize it. I don't know why it happens. Hopefully, I got it okay. But that's some of the features you have. Well, I don't know if you have any questions right now, Dana or Dirk or Stefan. Nope, maybe no.
Yeah, if you've got questions.
Yeah, I will mute.
Okay. Anything? Well, apparently you've been completely comprehensive. I'm absolutely amazed at the stuff you can do, particularly with the recognition of the formula when you have a touchscreen input. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Really, really interesting stuff, I have to say. Thank you so much for your presentation, Pablo. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at next iMoot, won't I?
Sure. I will. I will share my email with you guys. Is pablo@wiris.com, and social network we are as with @wirismap. So for you to follow us, and Dirk Oden, I will answer your questions in the chat. So, but by now I think the presentation could be done.
Okay, I will shut down the recording now.
Okay.
And say goodbye. Thanks for everything. Bye now.
Thank you, Stefan.